Join us tonight at 7 as we discuss cultural preservation in Papua New Guinea.
Traditional Samsam.
The four thematic regional festivals in Papua New Guinea that include the National Mask Festival. These thematic festivals they represent important cultural pillars in Papua New Guinea.
That's on tonight.
It doesn't matter how you are, what your pain, or what your suffering is.
You are tired of trying. Maybe you even thought that the only hope for you was to end your life.
But this show is here to bring hope to the hopeless.
Faith in Action.
God is able to set you free.
Saturday and Sunday at 7:30 a.m. and 8 a.m. respectively. Right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Are you seeking fulfillment for your life? Do you want freedom from fear? That's why we're here. Welcome to Jesus 101, introducing you to the real Jesus. And now, here's your host, Elizabeth Talbot.
Jesus 101, Saturday at 7 a.m. and Sunday at 7:30 a.m. Only on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Join us tonight at 7 as we discuss cultural preservation in Papua New Guinea.
Traditional Samsam.
The four thematic regional festivals in Papua New Guinea that include the National Mask Festival. These thematic festivals they represent important cultural pillars in Papua New Guinea.
That's on tonight.
It doesn't matter how you are, what your pain, or what your suffering is.
You are tired of trying. Maybe you even thought that the only hope for you was to end your life.
But this show is here to bring hope to the hopeless.
Faith in Action.
God is able to set you free.
Saturday and Sunday at 7:30 a.m. and 8 a.m. respectively. Right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Join us tonight at 7 as we discuss cultural preservation in Papua New Guinea.
Traditional Samsam.
The four thematic regional festivals in Papua New Guinea that include the National Mask Festival. These thematic festivals they represent important cultural pillars in Papua New Guinea.
That's on tonight.
MTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11, 2024. Top 11 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, MTV.
This news program is proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Now Biscuits.
VONC substantive hearing set for August 1st. Human trafficking exists in PNG. And the Rabaul town opening. A very good evening. This is National MTV News. I'm Natasha Voy. Thank you for joining us. A 5-man Supreme Court bench will give its decision on the application by Attorney General Pilani Ningi to set aside orders for the opposition substantive hearing for the vote of no confidence for August 1st, 2024.
The application, which sought to set aside the orders of Justice Derek Hatchon presiding as a single judge on July 19th, ordered that the full hearing would be on August 1st for substantive arguments. Deputy Opposition Leader James Nomana said that after listening to all arguments, The court has reserved the decision for Wednesday, July 31st, to set aside Judge Hartshorn's earlier decision on the 19th of July.
Have the application of the first intervener, the Attorney General, which sought to set aside the orders of Judge Hudson, which was to have the substantive matter heard on the 1st of August. So after having listened to all arguments, the full court of the Supreme Court has reserved their decision for Wednesday the 31st to either set aside the decision of Judge Hudson to have the substantive matter heard on the 1st of August or allow it to proceed.
First intervener in the matter, Attorney General Pila Niningi, said that for the case to proceed, there must be evidence to support it.
The case to proceed, the witnesses or evidence must be collected and compiled in an applications book or appeal book or whatever you call the book. And if any facts that we disagree, then those facts will be tried out. Those things are not yet done. And tomorrow, 3 or 4 or 5 days' time, the case will, substantive hearings will take place.
Mr. Nomane challenged the Prime Minister and the government to stop their delay tactics and deal with the vote of no confidence on the floor of Parliament.
This is why the opposition is in court, because there's an absolute breach of the Constitution. And this current government under the Prime Minister Marape has failed to uphold the tenets of the Constitution.
The Attorney General's lawyers have filed to set aside the orders set for August 1st and vacate the hearing of the substantive application, arguing for the orders to be set aside. Mr. Niningi then called on the opposition to follow the procedures of the courts.
Follow the procedures and Supreme Court rules and National Court rules, and rules are there to guide us. You have to go by the book. That's our main application. We are not here to delay the proceedings. That's not what we are here. We don't have any reasons to delay it. We have the number. We will defeat them on the floor of Parliament.
Meanwhile, Deputy Opposition Leader James Nomane reiterated that the opposition remains committed to the case and looked forward to the outcome.
You should allow the vote of no confidence to take place on the floor of Parliament and test your numbers. Country and Bagarab. Also, no member will start no struggle or deal with more people blow or plus blow. So we expect that the full court will make the decision on Wednesday to allow the substantive matter to be heard on the 1st. So we can have Parliament recalled in August so that we can allow the vote of no confidence to proceed and we can appoint a new Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea to get the country back on track. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the whole reason why we came to court this morning, because our good friends on the other side are trying to play simple delay tactics. We've had enough of delay tactics. The country's had enough. That's why we came to court. We won't preempt any decision of the full court. We'll allow them to make the decision, and we'll be back on Wednesday to receive the outcome of the Supreme Court decision.
Tamara Agavi, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Opposition Leader, James Nomane, has called on the government to stop playing delay tactics and to allow the vote of no confidence to take place on the floor of Parliament.
You should allow the vote of no confidence to take place on the floor of Parliament and test your numbers. Country and Bagarab. Also, no member will start no struggle or deal with more people blow or plus blow. So we expect that the full court will make the decision on Wednesday to allow the substantive matter to be heard on the 1st. So we can have Parliament recalled in August so that we can allow the vote of no confidence to proceed and we can appoint a new Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea to get the country back on track. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the whole reason why we came to court this morning, because our good friends on the other side are trying to play simple delay tactics. We've had enough of delay tactics. The country's had enough. That's why we came to court. We won't preempt any decision of the full court. We'll allow them to make the decision, and we'll be back on Wednesday to receive the outcome of the Supreme Court decision.
Human trafficking is happening in Papua New Guinea. This was revealed by Major Velena Iga for the Salvation Army today at the APEC House.
As the Human Trafficking Day falls on every 30th of July, the Salvation Army had revealed insights on this issue in PNG. A representative from the Salvation Army, Velena Iga, said Salvation Army has taken this issue into consideration when it first happens in one of the mainland part of PNG.
Human trafficking involves the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring or receipt of persons by means of the threat or use of force or other forms of coercion, of abduction, of fraud, of deception, the abuse of power or of a position, vulnerability, or of giving or receiving of payments or benefits to achieve the consent of a person having control over another person.
She explained what human trafficking is.
Main elements to look out for. Number one is the act, or what is done. For example, the recruitment to work, transported or transferred from one location to another, harboring of another person. Number two, the means, how it is done. For example, coercion, use of force or threats, abuse of power and or position of vulnerability, giving and receiving of payments or benefits, abuse of cultural practices.
She said in one instance back in 2014, they have apprehended a perpetrator and is now locked up in the custody. She has encouraged parents to pay close attention to their children as they are the ones that is being affected with this issue in most cases. Major Iga said many have been identified. However, due to reasons unknown, they did not fully go through the legal processes to be penalized.
Number of survivors impacted by human trafficking can range from just one person to a group of up to 25 or more. Many cases have been identified. However, for various reasons, not much has been done in ensuring these cases go through and result in successful prosecutions.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Minister for International Trade, Richard Maru, clarified that the arrest of the retired Army General, Jerry Singarok, is the work of the task force SHIELD appointed by the Cabinet.
Minister Maru said following months of investigations into the use of funds that belongs to the 20,000 Papua New Guineans, the arrest was made. Pacific Balance Fund is an investment trust fund where investors and citizens invest for it to be managed and invested in business opportunities. The Pacific Balance Fund is managed by Melanesian Trustee Services Limited for 20+ years. Minister Maru said in an investigation, it revealed over 200 million kina have been stolen.
Over the last 20 years, independent investigations have revealed that over 200 million has basically been misapplied, stolen by the trustee and fund manager of the Pacific Balance Fund called MTSL.
He said the Cabinet appointed a team to investigate into this.
When the report was brought, I brought the report to Cabinet. The Cabinet decided we will establish the task force SHIELD to investigate all the allegations, identify which individuals who are members of the board or management of the MTSL are responsible for wrongdoing.
He further added on the investigations. He said this investigation by police is independent and not from his office or from the Cabinet. However, retired Army General Jerry Singirok described his judges as wrong and misguided. He said he was an advocate of good business, and when the license for the Pacific Balance Fund was revoked last year, he respected the decision and did not perform his role as the director for the Melanesian Trustee Services. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Prime Minister James Marape has commended East New Britain Governor Michael Maroom for his vision in reopening Rabaul town, starting with the Queen Elizabeth Park Rugby League ground, which hosted its first game in 30 years on Saturday.
Queen Elizabeth Park came alive for the first time in 3 decades since the volcanic eruptions of September 1994 with PNG National Rugby League between Rabaul Egma Gurias and Lace Next Tigers, which ended in a 14-14 draw. Prime Minister Marape commended Governor Maroom for his leadership in the reopening of Rabaul. This has prompted the national government to come in and assist going forward. The National Executive Council at its meeting in Kokopo earlier this month approved the uplift of the moratorium on Rabaul town and surrounding areas to allow for business growth and development. He said National Executive Council has approved 10 million kina to assist the East New Britain provincial government in efforts to clear up ashes and reopen Rabaul. Additionally, 3 million kina will support Rabaul districts work with the Lands Department to issue land titles to all those displaced during resettlement. 5 million kina for a study on the full costing of town restoration, and a 50 million kina initial funding covering for the reopening of the port and other associated service facilities. Prime Minister thanked all the people of East New Britain and business houses for their support towards rebuilding Rabaul after 30 years. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Start your day the smart way with the new Smart Start Breakfast Biscuit. Whether you are busy or on a budget, Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits gives you a healthy and affordable breakfast to set you up for school or play. Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits are fortified with essential vitamins for body or brain health. They contain vitamin A for healthy growth and development, vitamin B6 for healthy metabolism, immune system and brain development, and vitamin B12 for nerve and cell health. Proudly made by Paradise Foods.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Remember the joy of playing with your toys as a child? At Morning Plus, we believe that every small business deserves a chance to build and grow. That's why we offer asset financing.
See a different point of view. With Morning Plus, we're ready to go.
Nipla Halidim Wari Belong You.
Number One Super wants our members to have the happiest retirement possible. Just an extra 10 kina a week could mean an extra 50,000 kina when you retire. This is known as a voluntary contribution. So, call us to find out how to add a little extra to your super payments now to boost your super savings later.
EMTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11, 2024. Top 11 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, EMTV.
You're watching National EMTV News. The chairman of the Constitutional and Law Reform Commission, Okapa MP Saki Soldoma, has revealed that the commission have conducted a nationwide consultation on the system and functions of government that also captured the idea of having the people to vote for the Prime Minister. Soloma said this will soon be brought to Parliament.
Mr. Soloma said the system of government is due for some changes and indicated that the CLRC team have conducted a nationwide consultation getting views from the public servants on how effective the system of government is operating. One of the ideas is to have the people to vote for the Prime Minister. Soloma further explained how the idea of having people to vote for the PM will work.
You know, why you stand up, nothing will like blow you. Now you become a time where you need to find him, right plus system, look, guide him country, to go forward. Now you look the vote of no confidence will come up. You may start member to you know sit down good, public servants you know sit down good, or secretary you know sit down good. Me go stop work, some blah, you may carry money back, go outside, carry money back, come go outside. Money up block him preach here, money up block him out sick here, money up make him deliver him suggestion, look at time he play that him the slaw. System look at one when alarm look and see if I come up, planning money and lose.
Soloma said this current system have allowed for vote of no confidence to happen and has caused the country fortune and highlighted that the new system must take effect.
Mark him Prime Minister, people by vote him, but people by vote him, you don't have anybody, and by Parliament by giving you candidate. Parliament by giving you candidate. In fact, remember now you stop and you people you select him to finish. No one district, no one province. People go start first term of Parliament, second term of Parliament, third term of Parliament. Then people have how to handle issues of district from province from people. People have how to handle issues from Parliament on national level, international level. Some people remember yet by look na scale him na to okay. People get the leader is about outlook the leader. I think there's like 2 man or Tesla or feet to come up leader of leaders.
Sharon Engnoi, National EMTV News.
The Yalo Unity Bridge, located at the border of Yalibu Pangia District and Kagua Erave District of Southern Highlands Province, is set to connect the people in the remotest parts of the 2 districts and expose the locals to economic activities.
People turned up in numbers and celebrated with traditional singing and dancing and witnessed the grand opening of Yalo Unity Bridge. This bridge not only unites people from 2 separate districts, but puts an end to the struggles and miseries of the people. Standing on his home soil to witness this significant event was the Works Secretary David Were. Mr. Were said this is a dream come true for many of his fellow tribesmen.
It has come to a reality. Now, Yellow and Sabamakimosem, one boundary, a border. You sleep left side, you sleep. Online sleep lot is left side. Some of them also look some more strangers on the line. Today, you may look him. Ombele was a start on top of Yalibuna. Yellow was start Lokilwe to Blabum Loyana. Me like to thank you, government.
Secretary Were acknowledged the national government for the Connect PNG program that aims to connect people in the rural areas of PNG. This bridge is under Connect PNG program and is one of the longest Bailey bridge in PNG, and the basement of the bridge will last for 100 years. Defense Minister Dr. Billy Joseph praised the contractor China ABA for delivering this impressive infrastructure at the cost of 11 million kina, and further elaborated.
You may making this to work, China Harbor, me to thank you. Plan the contractors and me staff, you plus have on me. Plan the time of social media, even the government to me have a talk against him once the contractor. You give him money now, you know, make him work. Me not busy like you, this black man. You must make him work now, you must deliver for our people. So that maybe the government too can kiss his name. Governor of the Union province too can kiss his name. Now maybe the local leaders too can kiss his name so that maybe the stuff here will give you service to people. If maybe pay me your money, it is your job to make sure you deliver on the contract. Suppose you not deliver him, then we'll fight you. You know what to go to. But me acknowledging this contractor today. This
bridge marks a new beginning for the people living in the remotest parts of Kagwa Erave, as they will now be exposed to economic activities. Minister for Works and Highways, Solan Mirsim, expressed satisfactions.
Time you got good road, time you got good bridge, by looking place by change, economy by grow. Place man lifelong or money change through the road taso, through the bridge taso. Time all is like no stuff. Life you na pasin na planet ani on absolute.
In the meantime, owner of Togoba Coffee presented 10,000 coffee seedlings to the people, so to engage the people to start planting coffee for their own benefit. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News.
New Ireland Province has celebrated its 47th Provincial Day recently. The day was graced by the presence of the alternate government team.
During the celebration, all the different cultural groups from the province showcased their customs and traditions. The Silom Primary School in Namatanai district was packed with people all throughout the province. The opposition team, upon arrival, were formally welcomed traditionally by Member for Namatanai and Minister for Civil Aviation, Walter Snowbelt. Deputy Opposition Leader James Namane said it is important to know the culture and history of where each provinces came from. He said such activities helps the younger generation to know their responsibilities and what to do at a certain age and know how to look after their families.
Passing block culture, you plan New Ireland, no can lose it. No can lose it because I'm unique to man. You must look sour and you can talk to and we must strong in this talk to you. Culture blue and identity blue. Culture blue talking you also, you one kind man and one kind Mary. You blow one up. Culture blue talking you and now you carry Murukam Pikam and you put him there. You know carry Murukam. You know carry Trosselka. Culture blue talk now you carry Miskam and you making business for a midla. And culture blue talk. Culture blue talk now and you put him all grass block pitching and up let blue now. You make him talk less in now.
Provincial member for Isipik Province, Alan Bed, said New Ireland celebrated its 47th day and PNG will celebrate its 50th anniversary. However, the country's economy is not progressing since independence.
Karim said Julius Emitokol M47 celebration long, New Ireland Day. Next year, I'm buying me working 50 years celebration long, independence long Papua New Guinea. We are implanting all young all Papua New Guineans, only work talk. Only talk by me celebrating one M. Time independence come up. You got 1 kina and you can buy him $3. Now me sanap lawyer, you got 1 kina and buy him 19 US cents. Plenty time you may look measurement belong well against the Nipla by Ipla looking also you may walk logo backside lo Narbla country well on 1975. You may start front long.
He said leaders are responsible for the future of this country.
But you may building one plus society, democratic society, you got justice, equality, and prosperity for all. Now you may start this country, you know got justice long end. You know got equality long end. You got prosperity, that's all this prosperity. And blow sabla line, you know blow get a line. You must look savelo this heavy, na you must stress him na sensi. Now this lesson is emo leader tasol by making.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Foreign Minister Justin Tochenko was in the Lao Republic to address the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Forum. In his address to the forum, he made known Papua New Guinea's case and aspirations to be a member of the association.
Minister Tochenko said the desire to deepen PNG's engagements with the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, and possible membership is one that PNG is serious about. As a member of ASEAN Regional Forum, or ARF, Papua New Guinea is committed to support efforts and initiatives towards maintaining peace, security, and stability in region through the implementation of the ARF Hanoi Plan of Action No. 2, 2020 to 2025. Minister Tochenko further highlighted that Papua New Guinea, under the current Maraperosi government, held with high regard the importance of regional cooperation and dialogue in addressing international issues discussed in the ARF. Minister Tochenko stated in clear terms that PNG continues to maintain its One China policy, with the People's Republic of China its largest trading partner, and that both countries have mutually beneficial bilateral relations. The 57th ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting and related meetings, including the 31st ASEAN Regional Forum, were completed on Saturday afternoon. Esther Gane, National EMTV News.
The Papua New Guinea Tourism Promotion Authority is planning to launch a crisis management and destination recovery plan. This is to strengthen the resilience of the nation's tourism sector during times of crisis.
Executive Officer for Tourism Promotion Authority, Eric Mosman Uvovo, said this plan is to protect and build resilience in the tourism sector of the country. He said the initiative aims to safeguard the tourism industry, and also it is a critical drive of economic development in the country. He said the plan outlines key actions based on 4 pillars, and they are to reduce, ready, response, and recovery. It is designed to support TPA, the leading tourism body in Papua New Guinea, in its effort to anticipate and respond to crises effectively. He said tourism plays a vital role in showcasing PNG's rich culture and national treasures, promoting unity and cultural exchange. However, the sector is susceptible to various crises, including natural disasters, health emergencies, political instability, and economic downturns. Mr. Uvovo said these crises can bring significant challenges to travel and tourism, making it imperative for the sector to be well prepared. The plan is ready to be launched by September this year. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
And now we'll look at the NASFAN market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2586 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2511 $0.3803 Australian dollars, 0.2237 euro, and 38.36 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, copra closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I lived such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Mamas want them Telecom's Gupta mobile data plans. With 8 exclusive mobile data plans to choose from, select a plan that best suits your budget. You can purchase a plan for as low as 3 kina for 1 gigabyte of data valid for 24 hours. Or receive 130 gigabyte of data valid for 30 days for only 150 kina. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Join us tonight at 7 as we discuss cultural preservation in Papua New Guinea.
Traditional Samsung.
The 4 thematic regional festivals in Papua New Guinea that include the National Mask Festival. These thematic festivals, they represent important cultural pillars in Papua New Guinea.
That's on tonight.
You're watching National EMTV News. Moving to overseas news. Dr. Ahmed Yosef has returned to the U.S. from a month-long medical mission in Gaza with medical aid charity Made Global.
I don't think anything would have prepared me truly for what I ended up seeing on the ground in Gaza. I've trained in internal medicine, pediatrics. I work in ICU for many years as the primary physician here in Arkansas. They tried to tell us that we would, hear bomb blasts in the background, and we were in an active war zone, which we all appreciated. But I don't think anything truly prepared me mentally or emotionally or even clinically for the things that I saw on the ground in Gaza. Yeah, I think very quickly on the ground in Gaza, I recognized that my role as a physician, all this fancy ICU medicine that we're, blessed to be able to practice in an environment where we have enough resources and enough support and as many hands as we need to assist us and those type of things, all that goes out the window in an environment where all humanitarian aid supplies and medical supplies have been restricted, and the amount and overwhelming volume of patients suffering from immense trauma is so overwhelming that the only thing really I felt like I could do other than just show a level of humanity with my fellow peer in regards to Gazan physicians and healthcare workers was bring back the stories of what's happening there, because no one else knows what's going on, it seems.
Israel is promising to punish the Lebanese military group Hezbollah for an alleged rocket strike on the sports field, which killed 12 children during the weekend.
The streets of this small mountain village were filled not just with mourners, but with the caskets of 12 children killed on Saturday evening local time. They were aged between 10 and 16. The Israeli military says they were killed by a rocket sent by Hezbollah from southern Lebanon. They said the rocket was an Iranian model used by Hezbollah and that it was fired from a place northwest of the Majd al-Shams village. Hezbollah says that's a lie. It says it did not fire this particular rocket, although it claimed a number of launches earlier in the day on Saturday. It also claimed 2 launches on Sunday afternoon that struck an Israeli town further to the west. The Israeli government says Hezbollah is going to face a strong response in retaliation for this explosion and for the deaths of those children, with the Israeli defense minister saying that Hezbollah will pay a heavy price. Israel has been considering for some time whether or not to mount an offensive in southern Lebanon. It says it wants to push Hezbollah back away from the border area. It says it can no longer tolerate the number of attacks that Hezbollah has been launching and the ongoing displacement of thousands of Israelis from those northern communities. There's a similar displacement occurring in southern Lebanon from Israel's retaliation. The USA and the UK and many other nations are warning Israel not to escalate the conflict any further. Israel is already stuck in this prolonged war in Gaza against Hamas, and there's already been warnings that taking it further into southern Lebanon could lead to an all-in regional conflict. Iran, which is Hezbollah's main backer, has already warned Israel against any new adventure, it said, inside southern Lebanon.
Canada is facing a raft of climate catastrophe, including raging wildfires in the Rocky Mountains that have destroyed parts of the tourist town Jasper.
Canada, the land of snow, is warming twice as fast as the rest of the planet. Last year, the country caught fire like never before. Megafires linked to extreme temperatures have destroyed more than 15 million hectares of forest. That's about 2/3 the size of Victoria. Canada presents itself as a natural paradise, with almost 1 million lakes, boreal forests and polar bears. This ecosystem is vital for the entire planet. Its Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has built his career posing as a fighter for the planet. But Canada is the worst performer in the G7 when it comes to CO2 emissions. It's one of the world's largest producers of fossil fuels.
The smoke is very strong. Smell is definitely from the processing of the oil and stuff, or the bitumen.
In the north of the country, where the ice is melting, there's been an invasion of hungry bears who can no longer find food.
Our go-to bear deterrent is actually a marine flare.
And only a handful of activists are trying to change things.
We went into the trees to stop the construction.
So is Canada really defending the environment? Or is it a climate hypocrite?
National MTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
How much does your company spend on document output each year? With Abel's Toshiba Copier SLA, you only pay for what you actually use. The days of buying and storing toners are long gone. We have an experienced team to ensure your efficient printing practices. The best part is, we provide preventive maintenance to reduce unplanned machine downtime. Abel Home and Office Toshiba Copier SLA, a better solution for your printing needs.
Power Energy Drink. Feel the power.
Top up now with Telecom's Good to More bundles. Subscribe to any of Telecom's More bundle plans, ranging from 3 Kina to 75 Kina to enjoy unlimited on-net calls, more SMS, more data with increased off-net minutes. Choose from 8 exclusive plans, packed with more value to experience seamless communication with your family and friends. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime. Terms and conditions apply.
EMTV presents Vocal Fusion Season 11, 2024. Top 11 airs this Sunday at 7:30. Stay tuned to your number one to watch, EMTV.
True Crime Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. The third day of the Paris Olympics has now seen Japan leading the medal tally with its 4th gold win against France in fencing sport, 2 silver and a bronze. Followed by Australia with 4 gold and 2 silver, USA with 3 gold, 6 silver and 3 bronze, France with 3 gold, 3 silver and 2 bronze, and the Republic of Korea with 3 gold, 2 silver and a bronze. Other countries have yet to score a gold medal. Papua New Guinea's lightweight boxer John Umer lost his opponent match against Cuba's boxer in the Northeast Arena yesterday.
According to PNG Olympic Committee, Umer competed in the 63.5 kilograms weight division in boxing. Umer fought with heart but went down to Cuba's Erislandi Alvarez Borges, a highly accomplished boxer who won silver in the 2023 Boxing World Championships. Umer said it was always a blessing to represent his country and is part of the team who had eyes on qualifying for a spot on the team. Coach Morrison described Umer as an athlete whose inspiring display of determination and resilience highlights the spirit of perseverance and pride that defines PNG athletes. Meanwhile, Team PNG's competitions will continue with swimmer Josh Tarere in the 100-meter freestyle today. In athletics, athlete Leonie Biu in the 100-meter will battle it out with other runners. Friday, August 2nd, swimmer Jodele Vele in the 50-meter freestyle. On Saturday, August 3rd, weightlifter Morea Baru will lift weight in the 61-kilogram division. And on Thursday, August 7th, Taekwondo athletes Kevin Kasman will take part in the 68-kilogram division. And on Thursday, August 8th, Gibson Mara will take part in the 80-kilogram division on Saturday, August 10th. Tamara Agavi, Trukai Sports.
The returning champions of PNG Rugby Football League National Championships Under-19 boys team from Ley received full school fee sponsorship.
A total of 21 boys from the Under-19 Ley squad who won the grand final of the national championships in Goroka have received full school fee scholarships and cash payments for being the victors. During a presentation at the Ley Secondary School recently, the returning Ley squad, both boys and girls, received cash payments. This was to stimulate high performance by the players. These are the initiatives of member for Ley John Russell and Ley Biscuit Company to support the sporting code of rugby league and build player interest. Facilitating the cash presentation was team manager Charlie Tikaro, who expressed pride in the overall performance of the Ley teams. Mr. Tikaro thanked the Deputy Prime Minister John Russell and Ley Biscuit CEO Ian Chow for the continuous support in rugby league in the province. Meanwhile, the 21 Under-19 boys will be joining the Ley Snakes Tigers training camp for preparations to hopefully make the team.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Simple things that make life more meaningful and memorable. To rejuvenate in a perfect setting and enjoy every moment. It's about your time, enjoying great taste, to relax and unwind. Shady Rest Hotel, a great place to stay in paradise.
Be on board this revolution. Introducing our new range of devices and giveaway frenzy. Buy a device and get a free boombox and enjoy 7 days of free streaming to MGEMs. But that's not all. You will also receive 5 gigabytes every month for the next 6 months. That's a whopping 30 gigabytes of data. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity. Head to your nearest telecom retail outlet to grab one today. Terms and conditions apply.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Join us tonight at 7 as we discuss cultural preservation in Papua New Guinea.
Traditional Samsung.
The 4 thematic regional festivals in Papua New Guinea that include the National Mask Festival. These are thematic festivals that represent important cultural pillars in Papua New Guinea.
That's on tonight.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guide. True Guide, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Moving to overseas sports, The Matildas have kept the Olympic Games alive with a last-minute comeback win over Zambia.
It was unbelievable. Such a rapid start to the game. I think we were really caught off guard. I mean, Zambia is such a dynamic and unpredictable team, but for them to go kind of 5-2 up before half-time, I think we were all thinking it was probably over, but, you know, the players did exceptionally well to turn things around and get away with the win there in the 90th minute, thanks to Michelle Heyman. We also got the result this morning with the US getting quite comfortably past Germany 4-1, but, you know, it was a game we should have won. I think we didn't make it easy for ourselves, but in the end we got the 3 points that was really, really necessary to keep us alive in this competition. It's going to be tough against the US. You can see they've had a bit of a resurgence under Emma Hayes and have brought some young players in, and they look to be clicking again, which is great for women's football, but a scaring proposition for the Matildas. So I think we really need to regroup. I think there was a couple of inspired changes there in the second half by Tony Gustafsson, Caitlin Torpey, Claire Wheeler, and also Michelle Heyman were great to come in. So it's probably a collective rethink of how we line up against the US, and hopefully we can get a result, and then we can hope Zambia can do us a favour as well.
And that ends Chukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Chukai Sports. Chukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. Households will enjoy better connections. Communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
Brush your teeth with Colgate for healthy teeth. Brush twice a day for 2 minutes. That's all you need. Brush to the Colgate teeth. Come on now, everybody, join in on the fun for long-lasting healthy teeth. 2 minutes of brushing twice a day. Bright smiles, bright futures with Colgate. Brush to the Colgate teeth. Come on now, everybody, join in on the fun for long-lasting healthy teeth.
It's the simple things that make life more meaningful and memorable. To rejuvenate in a perfect setting and enjoy every moment. It's about your time, enjoying great taste, to relax and unwind. Shady Rest Hotel, a great place to stay in paradise.
Join us tonight at 7 as we discuss cultural preservation in Papua New Guinea.
Traditional Samsung.
The 4 thematic regional festivals in Papua New Guinea that include the National Mask Festival. These thematic festivals, they represent important cultural pillars in Papua New Guinea.
That's on tonight.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold you and the walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
Now we take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City mostly fine and partly cloudy. In Popondetta, partly cloudy. In the Momase region, Lae City, cloudy with some rain showers at times, and Vanimo, partly cloudy with possible few showers. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, some rain showers and possible thunderstorms, and and Buka, mostly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy periods with few showers, and Mendi, Tari and Wabek, few rain showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 29th of July, 2024. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits